costs of health care reform were front and center for one small business owner testifying before the House Small Business Committee today.
Bill Feinberg is president of Allied Kitchen and Bath. This is a company in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He is joining us now along with Congressman Allen West, Republican of Florida and member of the House Small Business Committee. Welcome to both of you. And sir, let's first talk about your business and the pulse of all of the issues that are facing you right now. What's the number one worry and concern for you?
Well, I guess regulations that are put upon us and small businesses, the health care initiative being one of the major ones that will definitely affect my business, especially from growing.
Congressman, we talked just a moment ago with Jerry about the vote tomorrow. What exactly is Congress hoping to do in terms of cutting off spending on health care? What part of the health care law is the Republican Congress going to try to cut off?
Well, I think that when you look at that health care law, David, there's probably about 5 to 10 pages of things that we can keep. The coverage for pre-existing conditions, keeping your child on your insurance program if you want, closing the donut hole. But when you look at the other 2,490 pages, that's what we need to get rid of. We cannot have 159 new government agencies and departments and bureaucracies. We cannot have 16,000 new IRS agents, 11 new taxes. You know, one of the things that prevents them from moving forward as small business owners, the 1099 regulation, and then also where you look at the
that's
the
gone
cap
though, isn't it? Is 1099 gone?
Yeah.
The president
said
that would go.
That's what we hope. Well, he said so, but I think we need to make sure that this program, as a whole, is defunded. I mean, we had to vote to repeal it, and I think it sends a huge message. It just costs too much, and when you look at a $3.8 trillion budget that was just dropped on us Monday, we're going in the wrong direction.
Bill, as a businessman, looking certainly at the future, how are things in your world? Have things come back? I know obviously you're very closely tied to the housing industry because you're involved in kitchen and bath renovation and modeling, etc. But how is business right now for you?
I'm very optimistic that things are coming back. We're not where we need to be, that's for sure. But hopefully optimistic that we're in the right direction, and hopefully our economy will be back to normal as soon as possible.
Bill, what scares you the most when you're trying to make ends meet about this new health care law?
Well, I think the regulations and the mandates that are put on me as a small business owner, there's no way that I can grow my business as the law reads right now, especially with the mandate saying that once I hit 50 employees, that I'm going to have to pay for every one of my employees or face steep fines.
Okay, and Representative, look, what about the argument when it comes to health care that people who are uninsured are continuing to show up at the doors of hospitals at their very worst and most expensive point when they are the sickest, and that this would have at least started to turn that cycle around?
Well, I think one of the things we have to look at are free market, free enterprise solutions for this. When we talk about breaking down the state-by-state restrictions for the patient or the consumer to go out and shop and get the best possible health care plan for them, that's how you drive down costs, is through competition. That's a very basic premise of our economy, and we need to make sure that we're, resurrecting that and reviving it.
Representative Allen West and Bill Feinberg, Allied Kitchen and Bath President and CEO. Good to see you both, gentlemen. Thanks very much.